Yo, what's good everyone? Rolo Tornado Jr. here, dunksrnice, and today's video I want to talk about a sneaker that I actually picked up in the beginning of the year. I just never talked about it. I believe I talked about it in one video, but I just never really decided to film for this specific complete Air Jordan set, and I'm really excited to share with you guys. And looking down at the complete set down here on the floor is just really amazing. So without wasting anybody's time and further ado, let's jump into the video, you guys. First one's up, we got the 1985 metallic blue highs. I'm actually gonna be going down in each one that I got first to the very last one. So this one is the metallic blue highs. So it's a pretty simple colorway. I think over the years, the metallic just gets very dull. And that just happens to a lot of the original Jordans, especially the metallic color series. So this one's a size 9. This one I actually got in July 9th in 2008. This one's actually in my size, and this is my very first one. I was really excited to have it. One thing I did want to go and point out is that the midsole does have some chipping, but that's okay. These things are built like tanks, and just overall, this is my first one, and I'm really happy that I got this one. It was just really exciting to get. I was really ecstatic. Not the best conditions, because I've seen like really crispy, amazing pairs, but this is the first one that I got. This is the 1985 YM metallic blue in the high version. Fast forward 5 years later, I actually ended up getting the YM metallic red colorway. Now on the right pair, it's not the best. On the Air Jordan logo, it's pretty much coming off. It's like scuffed off, but on the left pair you can see the Air Jordan logo way better. This isn't in the best condition, but you know, back then I was just trying to hunt it down and just get all the colorways that I really wanted, and this was one of them. And again, what my theory with these is, since this is like a white and red colorway, I think they probably did a lot of more colorways in this one, specifically like the white and blue pair in the highs. But I do usually see this one pop up frequently, but this is the YN metallic red colorway. One thing I did want to go and point out is actually the collar isn't crunchy, so that's really nice to have. But what's really good is actually this one is in my size. This one's a 850608, and it's a TY1 production, but having it in my size is a bonus because I get a rocket. Many months later, I actually ended up getting this pair here. This is the YN metallic green, and I love this green a lot because one, it just pops at you. It's very saturated, very vibrant, and number two is that this is a non-traditional color. It's white and green. You don't really see that on ones, but man, this one here specifically, I like this one a lot. Now on the collars, it's not as crunchy, but the uppers, you can still see the Air Jordan logo. It's yellowing from the age, but I think that's all right. That's very common in OG ones. But the bonus part about this is actually in my size, a size 9, and then this is actually a TY1 factory, an 850709 size 9, and man, just having this one is a really dope pair just to have in my collection, and I'm really happy to have this one. And this one is the 1985 YN green, the white metallic green pair. What's very interesting is they only made one metallic colorway in the lows, and it's these guys here, the metallic blue and white pair. And I gotta say, I've been very curious to know why this was the only metallic colorway. There was some speculation that there was a white and red pair, but I've never seen any pictures like surface on the internet before, even 30 plus years from now. Maybe there was, maybe it was thrown away, who knows. That's just a mystery that's just gonna be going to continue forever until it's actually surfaced that a picture shows up of the white and red pair. But for now, I believe that there's only one pair of the lows. And although this one is really beat, like a really beat, busted pair, you know what I mean? Like the padding on the inside is so crunchy, the insoles is just coming out with dust. It's not the best condition, but finding a low pair, especially in the white and gray or the white and metallic blue that I have in my hand, is really hard to come by. And in any condition, if you can get them in any condition, that's just, it's a no-brainer. It's just saying, hey, come cop me, come acquire me as a pair to have in your collection. But this one, I gotta, man, this one alone is just a really dope pair to have because it's different. You always see it in the highs, you never really see it in the lows. And this one isn't in my size, it's a size 7.5. The tag says 850406, a TY1 production. But overall, a very simple colorway, and man, I'm just really happy to have this one in my collection. Not the best, but just to have it in the collection is really nice. There's just something that this purple offset that makes it in my opinion, better than the rest. I don't know why, it just feels that way to me. And overall, this one in my opinion is probably one of the harder ones to obtain just in any size. I've only encountered probably two. I think that one was in my size, but it was probably one of the worst conditions. But just coming across a purple pair is very, very difficult to come across. But overall, this one is my favorite, and I'm just really happy to have this one in my collection. And this is probably the top 5 for me for sure in the ones, but yeah, one of my favorites. This colorway here, the metallic black one, is a very, very interesting one, and I'll tell you why. Because one, although this black looks pretty dope when light hits it and it shines, but what's really dope or very interesting is the fact that the sole isn't a matching color, or the swoosh and around the collar area. That part is metallic black, but the sole isn't, and I've always wondered that. And number two, the leather that they use on the Air Jordan logo part, that leather, it's a different leather because it's aging faster than the rest of the upper leather parts on the white part, and that's very interesting to it. But there was also talks of this pair being a sample one, and that made it very interesting. But who knows, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that mystery still remains. But overall, this is the metallic black colorway, and it's a very interesting one. And before we get into the very last pair, this one is the white and orange. Now, I was telling you guys how the red and orange are very similar. Well, you can kind of tell in this video that the orange really does stand out, and you can kind of tell by the sole as well. But although this isn't in the best condition, I'll tell you this right now, that this one, the orange colorway, is very, very difficult to come by. And it's just something that very non-traditional colorways of ones make it very interesting. And seeing this orange like shine with the light looks so dope. And again, this one is, I believe, in my size, and that's just really dope to have. But here they are. This one is the white and orange metallic colorway, and if you ask me, this one is probably one of the harder ones to come by. Here they are, and this is the reason why I wanted to make this video. Is one, it's completing the set, and number two, it's just this colorway. This one is the burgundy maroon, or on some websites they would say dark red, but I'm just gonna go and name this the maroon colorway. This is the maroon metallic and the white pair of the ones. And what's crazy is that this one is actually in my size, and that's the crazy part. And I got this pair in Japan. It's a 8506 10 TY1 production, and this was the last pair I needed to complete in the metallic series. And having it in my size and just obtaining this colorway was actually the hardest. Minus the purple, the green, the orange, those are all very difficult. But I think the hardest one to come by would probably be this guy here, this colorway specifically, the maroon metallic. And man, it's just unbelievable that I actually completed this set. And I thought this set would have been it would have taken a long period of time, but here they are, in front of me holding it, and just really happy to have it in my possession. I want to go ahead and talk about 2020 with the ones specifically. I know that they're coming out with the Chicagos, and I'm very excited to see that. I did a previous comparison from the 85, 94, 2013 to the 2015 pair. I'll put a link down below in the description, along with the airships. So I got to give a shout out to Marvin, MJO23Dan. I know he's really happy for that. Shout out to you, Marvin. I know what's up. And secondly, the white and red ones. Now that one is a very interesting one because from my knowledge, what I know is that they only, I believe MJ played one game in them, and that was pretty much it. So when I saw that, I was like, maybe they're paying homage to it for the airships because they're both white and red, and I was like, who knows? Either way, it's really dope that they're coming out with this. And then looking at the box and everything that is coming out with, especially the hand tag, and that's just really dope. But otherwise than that, let me know down in the comment section what's your favorite. I think you guys already know which one is mine, but comment down below in the comment section, hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe as well. But otherwise than that, enjoy this B-roll film, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's gonna be good, you guys. Yay!